Join me as we enter week 7 of Souls of Saraku.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to week 7 of the Souls of Saraku. And just as a little reminder from last week, our overlord was finally massacred. We couldn't save him. And then we did what every good villain would do. We ran away. And we took a little bit too much time running away because we were supposed to keep track of our minutes here. So we're going to see how that's going to negatively affect us. It wasn't good last episode, so we'll see. And with that, we're going to continue running, I think. So we're going to go into Monday here. Moon's Day, Snow Send 7. On the ground at the base of the tower, you come across a group of goblins mischievously piling powder kegs together in a mound. Hee hee hee. We're going to blow that dang big old tower sky high. Kaboom! Show them fancy pants heroes what goblins do best one last time. They could use some help. Okay, so they are doing their last stand here. Oh, and of course, there's some money. We got got a loot. Good old dungeon crawl here. All right, I did get a dice tray. Hopefully that'll help with my rolls. Okay, there we go. 4. So 4 more gold. Just gonna go to 34 here. We're just gonna do little marks here so I don't have to keep erasing that every time. I feel like they got loot on every page. Hee hee hee, listen up, boss. They think they're so great, but they ain't gonna be laughing when the whole thing comes crashing down. Oh, it's gonna be glorious fire rumble and their stupid memories all turn to dust. Hee hee hee. We get in the barrels, big ones, full of good stuff. You just say the word and we'll light up like an old festival of doom. Okay, it's pretty funny. So let's see here. We got to do one first. Fight off the surrounding heroes. So you join a ragtag group of goblins and help by keeping the heroes from reaching the pile of powder kegs. You focus on the toughest looking member of the melee fighters. So we got to get an 11 here. So we get a +4 attack. Oh, wow, a natural 20. Okay, I'm liking this dice tray. So we do get a boon. That's a hit. We have to do 4 damage. So we get to roll a d10 for damage. Do we want to use the boon? Nah, I think we're just going to roll. Okay, we got a 9. So we did hit, so we don't have to roll defense, and we do get a gold. Gold for days. The insect stabs at you with a long spear. Okay. So I guess it didn't work because we definitely fought him off pretty easy. Find some powder kegs. Roll d20 intellect. Remember investigator. We don't have investigator, and our intellect is a 1. So we're going to get a 1 bonus to this. 18 plus 1 is 19. I'm liking this dice tray, or this dice tower. Okay, so the goblins yell out, "We need some more boom powder. Can't make a proper kaboom without enough to shake the skies." So we got we got an 18 plus 1 for 19. So if your result is 17 or more, you find 7 powder kegs near a wagon. Okay, I guess that's quite a bit. I don't know if we have to mark that down. It doesn't say. So number 3, contribute to the pile. Roll d20 strength. Remember athlete. We don't have athlete, and our strength is a -1. So we are going to use our boon here. And we are going to use a surge to add a single d4 to a strength and dexterity roll or constitution. So we're going to roll our d20 plus our d4, then we're going to roll our d4 again. Wow, and we just got another natural 20. Jeez. All right, so we get a boon back. Wow, that's 2 20s. I have a feeling karma's gonna catch up to us and go back the other way. So now that you've found some powder kegs, you must bring them to the pile. Hurry before the heroes stop you and destroy the powder kegs. Repeat this roll. Okay, so repeat this roll for each powder keg that you have found. If the result is 5 or less while carrying a powder keg, a volley of arrows fall upon you, causing you to drop it, and it bursts open. Reduce your health by 1. Reduce the number of powder kegs by 1. If the result is between 6 and 13, a soldier jumps in your way and tries to smash a barrel. Oh, and then we have to fight. Okay. Do not take damage for combat. Instead of reducing your health, the soldiers attack the barrels, smashing the powder kegs. Reduce the number of powder kegs by 1. If you are killed, or if you killed the soldier or defend well, you add a powder keg to the pile. If the result is 14 or more, you carry the powder keg through the enemies and manage to keep it safe from the raining arrows. Add 1. Okay, so we did have 7 kegs. We're going to have to do this. We have 7. So let's do kegs. We have 7. Um, wow, so we got to keep doing this. Okay. So our roll was higher than 14. We have, so we got 1 to the thing. We're going to roll it again. Um, that stinks that we used that. Let's use another surge. So we're going to use our last surge on the day. We have 2 surges. So no more surges for the day. So D20, no bonuses. This is our second roll. So it is a 2 minus 2. Okay, so that obviously we're going to take a damage. We're going to mark this for, that's our second roll down here. And if it's 5 or less, we drop it and we reduce our health by 1. And we lose a powder keg. So we only know that we have 1 over here. So now we're going to be at 6. And we're going to lose a health. We're going to go to 9. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Yeah, even if, there's no point to even roll this because we're at a 2, -2. The most we could get is a 4. Okay, so that was unfortunate. So we only got 1 over there so far. It's our third roll. And we got a number 2 again. So we're going to lose another keg and another health. We go to 8. Oh, man, I don't like this at all. I knew karma was going to come to get me. So now we're going to do our fourth roll. We got 11 minus 2 is 9. So let's see. If your result is between 6 and 9, a soldier jumps in your way and tries to smash a barrel. Okay, so we get a +4 to our attack. So we only have to roll 4. This ain't too bad. So we got 7 plus 4. And we have to roll damage. And we get a D10 for damage. We need a 3. So we got a 7. Okay. So, yep. So do not in combat. Do not take damage. Instead of reducing your health, soldier attacks reduce your powder kegs. Okay, so we do get to add another powder keg to the pile. So we only have 2. Now we're going to roll again. We're on our 5th roll. It's a lot of rolling for this. Wow, we got a 5 minus 2 is 3. So we go to 7 health. Man, we are losing a lot of health here. We lost another powder keg. And we're going to go to our 6th roll. 16 minus 2 is 14. So if the result is 14 or more, you manage to keep the powder keg, add another one. So now we're at 3. And our last roll here, 11 minus 2 is 9. And we got to fight the soldier again. He has a attack value. We got to beat 8, but we do get a +4. So 8 plus 4. So we did hit him. And we get to roll a d10 for our attack again. And we got to get a 3 or higher. So we did get a 3. So we did manage to get another barrel over. So not terrible. We got 4 barrels over. So we'll see. Maybe that's a big kaboom. Maybe not. I don't know. Truce Day. Snow Send 10. So is there any loot? Of course there is. There's a bag. So let's see what we're going to get. We rolled a... Oh, yeah, here we go. We got a 3. And our 3 is a cryptweed. Which I think we already have some of those. Yeah, we do have a cryptweed. So now we're going to go to 2 cryptweeds. The heroes have noticed the powder kegs and are actively trying to dismantle it. There is no time to grab more powder kegs now. You either blow it up or abandon it. Hee hee hee. It's time to light the fuse. Let's blow this thing to the sky. And we actually do have it. We got a lot of minions here. So we need to start working faster. So number 1, block arrows. Roll d20 defense. So we do have our surges back. We have 2 surges. And our defense is 4. We actually have decent defense. So d20. So we get a 5 plus 4. So we get a 9. You grab the shield of a fallen fighter and hold it up over the goblin holding the torch. They try to light the fuse as fast as they can, but there is a lot to light. So repeat this process for each powder keg pile, minimum of once. Okay, so we do have 4. If the result is 10 or less, an arrow flies past your shield. Roll d6. Oh, geez. I thought 9 was going to be good. I guess not. So a 2, if the result is between 1 and 3, the arrow hits you, reduce your health by 1. Okay, none of these are good. So we're going to go to 6 health. We really need to use a health potion. Yeah, we really need to use a health potion. Okay. So that was our first roll. And we have 4 kegs, so we got to do this 3 more times. We did that 1 time. All right, so we're going to roll again. D20 plus 4. So we got 11 plus 4 is 15. So it is more than 11. So you move your shield and block the arrow. The torch goblin lights another fuse. Okay. So we haven't lost one yet. That was our second roll. Now we're going to go to our third roll. 10 plus 4 is 14. So it's the same result. You move your shield, lights another torch. And we're going to do our fourth roll here. Oh. Oh, get out of there. 10 plus 4 is 14 again. So we didn't lose any more. Okay, oh no, not this again. Charisma rolls. Everybody always laughs at me. Scare off enemies. Roll d20 charisma. Remember, intimidate. We don't have intimidate, but we do have +2 on our charisma. So d20. And wow, another 20. Jeez. It's either boom or bust with this dice tower. So all of the fuses are lit. The goblins look at each other in wild anticipation and begin to celebrate before realizing they are in the blast zone. They begin to flee in panic. Your escape route is blocked by the surrounding forces. Perhaps you should be convinced to flee. Okay, so you grant 1 bonus on each powder keg you added to the pile. Oh, wow. So, yeah, we had a ton. So, we did get a 20 anyway. So, if the result is 11 or more, you shout at the soldiers, informing them of the impending explosion. Several enemies run for their lives to drop to the ground. You now have an opening to escape. Gain +3 bonus on the following roll below. Okay, so we do get a +3 on this one. Run from the blast zone. Roll d20 Constitution. Remember athlete. We don't have athlete, but we do get a +3, and we do have a +1 here. So we're going to get a +4. Oh my gosh, a d20. Uh, I don't know what's going on. I never roll this good. It's time to go. You don't want to get caught in the explosion, but you still have enemies to weave through. So if the result is 10 or less, nope. If the result is 11 or more, you run through the enemy's forces too quickly to give them an opportunity to attack. Wow. I got super lucky there with the rolls. That is for sure. We are going to a new page as we get our surges back. We are going to use a health potion, and we're at 4. So we're going to go to 3. I think we're actually going to use 2 health potions. So we're going to go to 2 health potions now. Yep, we'll go to 2 health potions, and we're going to get D4 life. So we get a 1 and a 3. So we're going to gain 4 life. So we're going to go up to 10 health because I'm not trying to die. And it seems like we're losing a lot of health real quick here. Wednesday, snow send 11. Looks like the tower's going up. No loot, surprisingly. The powder kegs erupt with a deafening roar, shattering the air like a thunder clap. A blinding flash of light illuminates the sky, followed by a shock wave that hurls debris in every direction. Okay, let's see here. So we're going to brace for impact. Roll d20 wisdom. Remember danger sense. Well, we don't have danger sense, and our wisdom is a 1. So let's go. We got a 7 plus 1 is 8. In a brief moment, just before the powder kegs explodes, you search for suitable shelter. Well, we're not that wise, of course. So if the result is 10 or less, you don't find a reasonable looking shelter, and instead you lie on the ground to minimize your size. Okay, so that's not, we didn't get no bonus. Endure the blast, D20 Constitution. So we do get we're going to use a surge to get a +4 to the roll, and we do have, we're going to add a D4 to the roll, plus we get a Constitution roll. So let's see here. So we get 16 plus 1 plus another 1. So we get 18 total. Flames roar outward in a fury inferno, engulfing the surrounding area in a blinding flame. The ground shakes beneath the sheer force of the blast, sending shards of wood, metal, and debris hurling through the sky like deadly projectiles. Repeat this roll for each powder keg. Oh man, I feel like these powder kegs were not good to get a lot of them. I feel like we should have had 1. Why did we want to get so many? So we did this one time. We had 4 powder kegs. This is our first time. Okay, so if the result is 11 or more, which it was, the explosion rages around you. Its fury wave rushes past. The heat is intense, but you merge unscathed, the deadly debris missing you by mere inches. Okay, so we did that. That's the first time. And it looks like if we roll 10 or less, we're going to have to reduce our health by 1. So we're going to go into roll number 2 here. We're going to use another surge. We do get a +1. So we get 1. So 1 is an auto fail, automatic. So it doesn't even matter. So the searing heat of the explosion licks your skin, leaving burns across your body. Splinters of wood and trapped metal tear into your flesh, sharp and unforgiving. Reduce your health by 1. Man, we are getting beat up. So we're gonna go to 10. We're gonna roll again. So we're just gonna get a +1 on this roll. So 8 plus 1 is 9. So we're gonna lose another health. We're gonna go to 8. And this will be our last roll here. 15 plus 1. So we managed to dodge that again. Hopefully we get some bonus for lighting so many of these up on fire. It seems like it hurt us. So any loot? Not seeing any. The tower, Thorns Day, Snow Send 12. The tower begins to collapse. With a thunderous groan, its stones grinding and splitting apart, massive chunks of debris rain down from above, crashing into the ground with deadly force. Okay, here. So we have help some frightened allies. Roll d20 charisma. Remember persuasion. Okay, so we do get a plus two more. So we do get plus 4 here. So we get 12 plus 4 is 16. A trio of goblins stare up at the collapsing building, frozen in place. You may encourage them to move. If you do, take a -1 penalty on your roll 5 below. Yeah, we are going to encourage them. We got to build up our minions. We're still too weak to take on everybody. So we had a 16. The goblins snap out of the dumbfound, staring, and run over to cover. 2 of them decide to follow you, gain 2 minions. Yeah, we're building a little army here. So I think we're up to 13 minions now. But we are going to get a -1 on number 5. So we're going to write down here -1 because we took too much time to help them. Oh, geez. Loot a corpse. Roll d20 intellect. Remember investigator. We don't have investigator. A nearby hero fell, clutching his ransack in his dying breath. There might be something valuable in there. You may snatch it up as you run. If you do, take a -2 penalty on your 5 roll. Oh man, I don't think I want to. I have enough gold. I got enough potions. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Yep, not doing that. Fight a hero. The heroes are also running for their lives. In spite of the mutual threat, an elf fighter turns and tries to trip you so that you might get crushed by the tower. Okay, so we have to fight. We have to get an 8. We have a +4 to our attack here. So we get 11 +4, 15. So we do hit him, and we only have to do 3 damage. So we roll a d10, and of course we get a 2. So we're not gonna kill him. So we do have to roll defense, and we have +4 in our defense. So 8 + 4 is 12. So we beat the number, and we take no damage. So number 4, look for safety. Roll d20 wisdom. Remember survivalist. Okay, well I don't have survivalist, and we do have a +1 on our wisdom. So we're gonna roll. So we get a +1, another 20. Wow, this is crazy. Dust and smoke billow into the air, choking your lungs and obstructing your vision. The earth trembles beneath your feet. As the structure gives way, you may be able to outrun the collapsing building entirely. As you run, you scan there around and find something that might block the tower. So we did get a 20. You spot a solid stone spire and sprint towards it. Gain a +2 on your number 5 roll. Okay, so we're just going to basically turn this -1 into a +1. Sprint for your life. Roll d20 strength. Remember athlete. Okay, so I don't have anything. I am going to use the surge to get a +4 d4 to this roll. And I am going to take my boon here. So I'm going to roll the d4 twice. Because we do have a -20. So we have a 5 +1. So that's going to go to a 6. We get to roll this again. +2. So it goes to an 8. And we do get a +1 bonus here, so we go to a 9. But we do lose -2, so we go to a 7, unfortunately. Run for your life. Each second counts, and one wrong step would seal your fate beneath the falling rubble. If the result is 7 or less, which it is, unfortunately, you don't outrun the falling building completely. You are battered and pelted by splintering stones that rain over you. Reduce your health by 2. Jeez. All right, we're down to 6 health again. Man, I just don't have enough health potions here. We are just getting beat up. Fruits Day, Snow Send, 13. So, oh, of course, there's a money bag there. We're crushed right now, but you know what? We'll crawl over and get that money bag, of course. And 2 more money. We're up to 37. I hope we can get to a store here. The dust settles, revealing that many weren't so lucky. Everybody's dead around me. One, search the survivors. Roll d20, intellect, remember, investigator. I don't have investigator. But we do have 1 intellect. So d20 plus, so we get a +1. Another d20. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's going on with this thing. You survey the wreckage, searching desperately for any allies who might have survived the devastation. If your result is 6 or more, among the countless corpses, you uncover 1 ally, battered but alive, trapped beneath the rubble. Their faint breaths give you a shimmer of hope. Okay. Excavate the survivor. Roll d20, remember athlete. I don't have athlete. I am going to use a surge, and I'm going to get the boon because I have -2. I should have definitely raised this up because I feel like that -2 is so much. So we have 16 plus 3, and I did use my boon, so I get another. So that's 20 minus 2, so we get 18. You begin to heave bricks and large chunks of stone off your fallen ally. Each piece is heavier than the last. If you have 11 minions, gain a +2 bonus to the rolls, which I do, so it doesn't matter. I'm all the way up to the top here. If your result is 6 or more, the final piece is daunting, and you grip nearly fails. But with a surge and effort, you manage to flip it aside. Your ally is free, their body limp and unconscious, but there still is hope. So we use our boon. We didn't need to use our boon there, but whatever. Okay, so heal the survivor. D20 wisdom. Remember survivalist. I don't have survivalist. I do get a +1 on my wisdom here. So I have a 7 +1 is 8. You tear a strip of their clothing, fashion it into a makeshift bandage, and tend to their wounds. If the result is 10 or less, you wrap the bandage tightly around their stomach, stemming the bleeding as best you can. With a firm slap, you rouse them from unconscious. Their eyes flutter open, but they mutter incoherently, clearly too weak to speak. Gain 1 minion. Well, we're up to 14 minions now. And I do got to remember on non-combat rolls, I can use up my minions to give me a bonus to my rolls, +1. So I should be probably starting to do that more. But, oh, look what we got here. Look what we got here. Okay, from the swirling dust, other survivors emerge, their face etched in fear and desperation. Their eyes lock onto you, filled with a silent plea in the chaos. They see you as their only hope, the leader they so desperately need. Okay, so looks like we're gonna get to pick one of these. Oh, they cost a lot of money though. So we finally found a merchant, I think. Okay, number 1, you gain a henchman of your choice for free. You may pay the price listed to recruit another henchman. If you have rescue ally from the rubble written down, which I don't, you may choose an additional follow of your choice for half price instead. Okay, so you may spend gold to hire any number of henchmen or pets. You can have up to 5 henchmen and up to 5 pets to your party at one time. You may exchange or replace your henchmen and pets whenever you rest and whenever you acquire a new one. When you wish to use a henchman or pet's skill or ability, spend 1 energy. Each henchman and pet have their own energy pool, which is spent individually. Energy can be restored by using a health potion. When you rest, all henchmen and pets restore all their energy. Okay, so we're going to get one of these for free. And what do we want here? Velvet Fang. That would be on theme there. So it's 4 energy. When you defeat an enemy in combat, roll a d6 on a 6, receive 1 minion. Okay. I think I'm going to try to go for a lot of minions here. Grim Cackle. You may retain up to a max of +4 additional minions. Man, I do like the minions. Noodlebeard? What the? 2 energy. You may reveal and read the entire map of a dungeon page before choosing which path to travel. Wow, okay, I do like that. I do like that quite a bit. Um, hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get I feel like I should definitely get this guy, the Velvet Fang. I think we're definitely going to get him, but I don't know. I mean, it's only on a D6 you get a minion. Doesn't seem too great. And see, it says you can buy other people, but I don't think you have access to the other people yet. So, and I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know if I have access to the pets either, because it says you could buy pets, but I don't know if I have access to them yet. I don't know if I could just buy anything I want off of the whole list of minions. So I don't think you can. I think I can just buy these. I do have quite a bit of health, or quite a bit of money. So I think I am going to get this guy here, the Velvet Fang. And this is for your henchmen and pets here. So this is a Kickstarter thing. I think you get this in a Kickstarter. I don't know if you get this retail, but basically it lets you get stickers, which I don't know if I should sticker them, because if I want to remove them, then I got to remove them off this page and I lose the sticker. I don't know. We're going to do this. So Velvet Fang for sure. And I think we might wait. I don't know if I want to spend 15 gold on another guy. That's a lot. It does give me an extra 4 minions, so I can have up to 24 minions. And I am at 14. So, but man, I really want to buy some potions here. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should buy one. Yeah, I don't know. If I Grimcrack, I mean, it's just a bonus buff of 4 minions. I don't know. This is a tough call here. Let's wait a second. Okay, so take a rest. Well, I'm going to think about that a little bit more. So take a rest. Um, in the stillness of the aftermath, there is a break of the fighting. It is just quiet enough and peaceful to rest. So restore your health to full. Nice. Okay, so I was down to 6. So I guess I shouldn't use them 2 health potions, but I just wasn't sure. I really didn't want to die. So restore energy of all your henchmen and pets to full. To full. So I don't. And see, now I don't know if that is their energy count there. I'm guessing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But he only has. There's only 7 energy here. It costs 4. So I'm gonna have to look that up a little bit more, because I haven't gotten into that yet, and I'll talk about that more next week. Hopefully, I remember. Regain all expended use of abilities. I don't have any. Regain spell points. I don't have any. I just have surges. Remove poison or curse. Don't care about that. Change your equipment. Well, I only have 1 equipment, so it doesn't matter. Remove poison and curse. Don't have it. Change. Oh yeah. You cannot equip 2 items of the same. Yep. Change your henchmen and pets. Remove 1 negative modifier. If you have wounds that affected both strength and dexterity, choose 1 to restore. If you have multiple, for example. Okay, yeah, so we don't have to worry about that. If your notoriety is 20, you may reset it to 0. Increase your strength, dexterity, or constitution by 1. We don't have that. Craft items. You may use this, or you may use and consume ingredients in your inventory to craft the following items. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We have 2 Cryptwood, Nightshade, Wolfsbane, Bone Dust. So let's see. Potion of Might will give us strength rolls. I feel like we do need that pretty bad. I think we might actually make that. But I do want a health potion, but man, I don't have no moon moss to buy a health potion or to make one. So I think what I do is, I make 1 elixir of might. So I'm going to use 1 wolfsbane, 1 nightshade, and 1 cryptweed. So this will go to 1. We'll go to 1 nightshade and 1 cryptweed. I think that's all we're going to make because I don't really have uh, too much anything else to really make, and I'll just save it. You never know what I'm going to need later on. I feel like I have enough stuff here, so we'll see. Yeah, I wish I would have had this to remove a curse or antidote, but I don't have that stuff. So we could elixir of charm. We don't need that. So let's see here. What do we need? Hex. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. We wouldn't have that anyways because we don't have blight root. Yeah, I wish we could buy some. I thought we'd be able to buy some of these ingredients and buy the potion. So I don't know if money is just used on your extra henchmen. So with that, we're gonna leave it there. I haven't really decided if we're gonna buy this Grim Cackle. I think I probably should. I have 30. I got a bunch of money. But yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, I think we'll wait till next week to decide on that. And I think you can buy these guys afterwards. So I'll have to look that up too. And with that, we're going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you're liking the video. Bye.